I get asked these questions a lot of time. They ask me, how am I capable to traveling so much throughout the years and not going broke? I budget. That's the key to everything. What I usually do is I start thinking about my trips that I would like to go to between 6 to a year out in advance. So for 2022, I start thinking about August of 2023, which is my birthday month. Typically, I do have trips prior to August, and so what I do is I start doing my research on all of the places that I would like to go. So I look at the map and I'd be like, okay, I want to go to California, Texas, New York, Virgin Islands, etc., etc. And so what I would start doing is I start researching the locations and everything they have to offer. If the location is pleasing to me and it has activities to do as far as excursions and nightlife and all of that stuff, I stay with it and then I continue on. If it does not fit my style of traveling, then I just don't go. I'll put it at the bottom of the list of places I would like to go to. Once I start doing my research and I pick the locations that I would like, I start looking at flight prices. Flight prices, I would say that you need to book it no less than 90 days prior to your flight date. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but it did work for me one time. It didn't work in my favor because whatever. But anyways, the experience was I was booking for Curacao and I knew that I wanted to go to Curacao for my birthday week, and 90 days prior, the tickets was $300 to $400 round trip on American Airlines. But because I waited for people that said that they were going to come with me, I waited and it got closer to the date and they ended up not coming, so I went back to look at ticket prices, and ticket prices was between $700 to $800. So had I booked prior to 90 days, I would have got a round trip ticket to Curacao for $300 to $400. Instead, I paid basically double the price. So if you're looking at flight tickets, look for 90 days plus out from your travel date. And I know you're wondering, okay, well, if I do pay for my ticket and it's 6 months or more out, how do I know for sure that I'm going to this location, this, that, a third? With Southwest, if you cancel, you have to cancel 10 minutes prior to your flight in order to receive credits. So if last minute you change your mind and you want to go to Delaware, you can cancel your reservation. You have up until 10 minutes prior to your flight to cancel the reservation, and they will give you points. I think the points last, not points, a credit. I think the credit lasts for a year where you're capable of booking any other locations. And that's the good thing about Southwest. Also, you get 2 bags flight free. I just love them. I do the same thing that I do for flights for hotels. I stay at Marriott hotels. That's my preference. I love it. I am a titanium member. Sometimes when I book a lower grade room, they automatically bump me up to like the most highest that I'm capable of getting. I have access to the lounge and all these other perks. Like I already established a platform with Marriott hotels, so I'm used to them and I feel secure at the hotels. When you see a price that is suitable for you and you think that you're able to pay for it, book the hotel as soon as you see it. Because hotel prices, they go up, they go down. You can always cancel the reservation if it's like, if it's within the cancellation period, if you see a cheaper price and rebook it. But that's the good thing about hotel compared to Airbnbs. With Airbnbs, I know that they have some cancellation fees and other stuff. Sometimes you get your money back, sometimes you don't get your money back. So I'm not too sure about Airbnbs, but if you are a solo traveler, like I just travel solo, I do not recommend staying at the Airbnb. I don't feel like it's as secure as a hotel. No place is truly secure, but I feel that you have at least a little bit more security when it comes to a hotel instead of an Airbnb. I'm not knocking Airbnbs. Airbnbs are great. I think Airbnb is more for family and girls trip or guys trip and stuff like that, so you guys can stick together. With Airbnbs, you have to do a 50% deposit on the location. I don't know why I'm stuttering. Maybe you guys are making me nervous. Or maybe I just have a lot of information in my mind that wants to come out and give to you, but for some reason it's Now, back in the day, I used to, not back in the day, like a year ago, I started doing budgeting my my trips using the envelope system, as I stated before. So basically what it is that every month I get paid twice a month, and I will take between $200 to $300 and I will split it up into my envelopes. So I already planned some envelope for next year for my trips, and basically I write down what the trip is for, how much money I need, and then I start adding the money to it. So these are all my trips. I write down the amount that it's going to cost for the total trip, the flight and the hotel, and then I save up until the time that I am going on the trip. Every 2 weeks, I take $200 to $300 out. I divide it into however many envelopes that I have, and then I start accumulating the money that I need. Now, once I get to, say the girls trip is $500, once I get to $500, I stop putting money in that one and I focus on everything else that I need to do. That's the system I currently use. And because I plan my trips so far out, I'm capable of adding money when I need to, and the money stacks up with enough time for me to actually do that. I have to factor in food, extracurricular activities, oops moments, if you are a picture person or anything, like if your sandals may pop, like just extra money floating around, you have to factor that into your budgeting as well. I just purchased this new budgeting system, budgeting planner for next year, and it has a little clip, and I'm not sure how much money it's going to hold before the clip, like whatever, but when it gets to that point, I'm just going to rubber band it, and I'll tell you like if it's durable or if it lasts or whatever. So it's basically a budgeting system. I'm just taking my envelopes and making it a little fancy and more organized. So you have the spots to put your credit cards if you need to, a pin. It comes with some budgeting sheets that you can plan for whatever trips. They have it in different colors. And then they have envelopes. I'm thinking about money. So you can categorize it however you want to. I did it the way that I am able to understand. And I think it's like 6 envelopes. You can buy more. And then they have pockets to insert anything else that you need to have. I just put these envelopes in here on this side. So I'm gonna put the link down below. And my whole goal is that you guys are able to travel on a budget, see the world on a budget, and come back with money in your pocket, not feeling broke or feeling as if you spent so much money and got nothing for it. So let's travel on a budget. Let's see the world with money in your pocket and enjoy everything that the world has to offer. Thank you for allowing me to take up your time. I truly appreciate it. I hope these tips worked out for you, and I hope that you're capable of booking all your trips in a timely manner, budget for it, and come back home with money in your pockets. If you have any questions or concerns or want me to talk about any other tips that you think they may be beneficial to you, I'm going to try to post tips here and there after some of my travels and to help you guys a little bit out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell, share if you want to. There's no pressure. I know it takes time to warm up to somebody. You know, bring it in, give me a hug. We're gonna get there. You are my wanderer. But don't forget to follow my, I'm gonna post it here or whatever, my TikTok and Instagram. I update my stuff on there on a regular, and you guys bear with me, please. You know, I'm juggling a lot of hats, and I know I have neglected you guys a little bit, but I'm trying to get back on the wagon and continue to update you guys with all my travel. I love you all. Thank you for wandering with me. Thank you for enjoying my tips. My first video about tips. Let's budget, people. Over and out.